Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Amy the Infamous here. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've never been here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. It'll also let you know when I'm going live and doing $10 readings, which is a great deal. So if you don't want to miss out on that, make sure you turn on the notification bell. If you end up wanting to book a personal reading with me, I do private videos that are pre-recorded and I send them to you. So if you're interested in that, my prices and information to book with me is in the description box. And notice I haven't been remembering to put the stuff down in the description box. So I'm going to remember to do that from here on out, okay? If you're new to pick a card readings, you're going to choose which pile, 1, 2, or 3 you're most drawn to. I'll go down in the comment section and click that pile, or piles if you're drawn to more than one. Use your intuition when picking. And this is more general, just so you know, it's fitting a bunch of people into each pile, so it will still be accurate, but if you want something more accurate, of course, you would need a personal reading for that. Okay, so let's get this done. Pile 1. What truths do you need to realize about yourself? Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna pick some out of here. That baby girl sassy. You wanna come sit in my lap? Come on. Come on. My dog wants some attention right now. Hi, shorty. Okay, pile 1. What truths do you need to realize about yourself? What truths, huh? What truths, huh? She's such a sweetheart. I don't know why her name's Sassy. What should be Sweetie? The cards are so big, they're like hard to shuffle sometimes. Okay. Let's see. We got stability. And we got soul. So a truth that you need to realize is that all your soul truly wants right now is stability. Your soul doesn't care about stupid things. Like, I'm not gonna say it's stupid, but, you know, your soul's not worried about fame. Your soul's not worried about friendships. Your soul is not worried about hanging out, having fun. It's just worried about stability. Let me pull one more, because I want to do 3 of these. And I feel like you know that. Like, all you want to do is feel secure and, you know, have everything that you need. And I feel like you're wanting stability through being independent, though. Yeah, you guys are reinventing yourself right now. Because you're not going to reach the level of stability you're wanting unless you do reinvent yourself. And I'm not saying that you're not already stable, but there's a urge for more stability than you already have, is what I'm getting. You may not feel grounded all the time. Some of you may have to like constantly ground yourself or like recenter yourself. Your energy could be a little chaotic at times. Whether it's like, you know, you have a lot going on mentally for some of you. And look, the bottom says, Taurus, I have. So you want to have stability through, you know, maybe having a house or a car. Something of your own, but it's like through independence is what I'm sensing. You want to have your own stability through independence. And some of you, you know, what you once thought you wanted, you could be realizing you don't want that anymore. Like, it's a new you. You could have went through another spiritual awakening recently, or you could be going through one right now. And it's really just for more soul discovery. Let me see here. I'm hearing that song from the Hannah Montana movie. You can change your hair and you can change your clothes. You'll always find a way back home. So you could be finding your way back to your true self, back to your true soul, becoming the authentic you again. Because I feel like a lot of you got some of your traits, your personality traits from other people or people you dated or, you know, friends you were hanging around. Like, it could influence you in some way or made you think that what you used to want, like, you shouldn't want that, you should want this instead. And so this is you finding your true authenticity. And as you guys know, authenticity is the highest vibration. It's even higher than the frequency of love. And that's why when people are authentic, they do attract a lot of money, sometimes fame, right? Get Cardi B, because she's authentic in her personality and stuff like that. So yeah, I just feel like other things or people could have changed you into someone you weren't. Some of you could have even put like a protection personality up to kind of protect yourself, but it's like not the true you. You're so sweet, sassy. I feel like you guys are like soul diving. Coming back to who you are, who you truly are. It could have happened, okay, like this is what I'm seeing. Both of these numbers are standing out to me. You could have started to lose yourself at the age of, I'm seeing 15. For some of you, 51. For some of you, 38. And a gunshot just went off. So, could be some type of confirmation. Like, you're healing. You're healing, and you healing is helping you to discover who you truly are. Because like I said, sometimes we put personality traits up that are for protection, but it's not the true, authentic us. You know what I'm saying? So, this is you healing and letting down some of those protection traits you put up that are no longer serving you. Maybe at one point it did serve you, but not anymore. I keep hearing lost in the sauce. Some of you were trying to hit a mission or a goal that you thought you wanted, and like you could be realizing it's not what you wanted. For example, you could have wanted a certain career path, and you could be like discovering like, I don't actually want that career. I was living for someone else, or I was trying to prove a point that I can be somebody. Something like that. Your soul's been trying to speak to you. If you've been having, I heard hiccups, but I wanted to say indigestion. And then another gunshot went off. That could be like a sign that your soul's trying to communicate with you. Heart flutters. Not being able to sleep. If you're like waking up, not able to go to sleep. Could be why. Some of you might want to think back to the time when you were your most authentic self. How old were you? Who were you around? What were you doing? A lot of you, it's when you're spending a lot of alone time with yourself. Could have been at a young age. And I see the number 11, so it could be 11. Wow, there's a lot of gunshots right now. Jesus. Y'all hear that? That's a sign, exactly. It's a sign. And I feel like a lot of you had a really great imagination when you were younger. Even, I feel like you still kind of have that, but people told you to not be like that, like it wasn't realistic. But I feel like a lot of you are really, if you could use your imagination to do a lot of things. You could make art with it. You can make a book with your imagination. You know, tell a story with what you're seeing through your imagination. Thank you. It was cold in here, so that's why I put this on. And the truth is, too, like the truth about your soul is that you have a very childlike, innocent soul. And I feel like some of you, when you went through some type of pain in life, you could have felt like you lost some of that childlike innocence. Could have even been hard on yourself for like mistakes, or even if you've hurt someone else, super hard on yourself and mad at yourself. But I feel like you're healing that. And the truth is, you're not a bad person. You might have done bad things, but the fact that you feel guilt or regret lets you know that you are a good person. Or even the fact if you could have even questioned something, you know? I keep hearing that song though. You'll always find your way back home. And this is specific. Some of you, there's someone in here that was adopted or like in foster care or something, or there's someone here that doesn't know one of their parents. So you feel like you can't know yourself truly because you don't know certain information, and like that's not true, and your soul wants you to know that. That was a specific message. You know yourself by going within. You don't need to know someone to know yourself. All the answers are within you. Just 3 more, Spirit. What does your soul want you to know, Pile 1? Ten of Cups. Do what makes you happy. If you're at a job and it's not making you happy anymore, you outgrew it, look for another job, even if that another job is temporary. That's just an example, but whatever it is, you know, if you're not happy in a relationship anymore, take a break or leave. You're only stuck if, you know, you keep looking for reasons to be stuck. There's always a way out, okay? There's always a way out. Just don't make excuses for it. Let's get one more. I feel like a lot of you are building yourself right now. You're building your life or rebuilding it, you know. Some of you went through like a divorce or a breakup, or you lost some friends or whatever, and it's a blessing in disguise because it helped you come back to yourself. It's helping you recenter yourself. So you guys are needing to cut out people. You're needing to cut people off. You're needing to cut off toxic habits that no longer align with you, and you know it no longer aligns with you because you haven't been wanting to do it. But then you could get around certain people and they got you doing it. There's a little sugar ant right here. So look at the spiritual meaning of a sugar ant. Or you can go to a certain job and you see it not bringing out the best side of you, or you're doing things you wouldn't normally want to do anymore, or just not wanting to do anymore. The Empress is here, so you have a very beautiful soul, inside and out. But you have certain insecurities that cloud your true vision that you're needing to work on. I think I'm gonna leave it here because we're already pretty far into this, 18 minutes, so maybe I drink all that before I go to the next one. He said, I really need to hear that because I always question whether or not I'm a good person, and I think that, what if I'm a really bad person? Exactly, if you're thinking that, you're obviously not a bad person, because someone that is a bad person is not gonna wonder that. They're literally gonna have no accountability or self-reflection at all. So yeah, let's move that around. My daughter's in here. I think she just farted. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you want to book a personal reading with me. Information's in the description box. Let's go with part 2 with the Palo Santo here. I love how much my dog loves me. She always wants to follow me and sit on my lap, lay with me. This dog is a blessing. Love you. She's my familiar, I'm pretty sure. That was fast. We got Virgo, I analyze. Some truths. That you need to realize about yourself. Some of you have the artist eye. You could have the literal, like an artist eye, or could be an eye for fashion, even if it's very unique. But I also feel like you could be overly critical. You got Aries, I am. One more. You guys have a lot of ambition though. Sometimes you guys could get stuck in the details of how something's gonna work, and you need to stop doing that. You could think too much about how something's gonna work or happen. And it's good to have a plan, but you're not gonna have every detail to a plan. And that could just prevent you from doing it, you know? Fifth house, creativity. I told you, you guys have some type of creative thing that you should be putting your ambition towards. Some of you are really funny. Comedians could be in here. You might want to pursue some type of career with comedian. Or writing skits, being an actor. It could even be art, like I was saying, or fashion. It could even be writing a book. But this is what your soul's calling you to do. If you're wondering your purpose, it's something along those lines. Okay? Your purpose, or your next purpose, I should say. I feel like you guys need to put your anger and stuff like that into your creativity. You said I'm literally a fashion major. That's crazy. I'm a bad bitch. That's what I am. Page of Coins. And you may start off as a rookie, but you're going to build your way up. So don't let it discourage you if you don't right away have results. Right away have like success. You might fail a few times and have trial and error, but that doesn't mean you're not going to be successful in this field. It's just preparing you more. I also heard nail tech or like cosmetology of some sort, like really good at hair, using your creativity with that. It's like a whole bunch of different things. It's anywhere along the lines of creativity though. But a lot of you, it's some type of entertainment. Dancing even, singing, number of things. Like I named them all, you know, but there's probably more than what I'm saying too. So you're creative at home design and decoration, but you have some type of eye. You have some type of eye, or you have some type of like knowing for funniness. For my comedians. I feel like you guys kind of dive into stuff and then you don't stay consistent with it. You try it for a little bit and then you take a break. You gotta stop doing that. You gotta be consistent. You gotta do one thing every day. Even if it's something small. It doesn't have to be anything big. I know we're all busy. Some truths you need to realize about yourself. I don't think you see how talented you truly are. With whatever this is. And I feel like it's like natural too. Like it's a gift that you were born with. If you were to stay consistent, but also keep your plans private, you would make this. Because you want to tell people around you what you're doing, and the people around you are not your target audience. They're not your target clientele. If anything, they might just send you attacks and evil eyes, so don't target people you know. Some of you are even really great speakers. You gonna leave me, Sassy? But you haven't made a full decision. A lot of you get indecisive, and then you end up not taking the risk because you think too much about, like I said, the details, how, or whatever. Sometimes being imperfect is what people want. I also feel like I needed to say that. Some people don't want perfect all the time, and you're striving for perfection. You're trying to protect your impurities from being shown, and like sometimes that's what people want to see. People don't want someone that's perfect all the time. They want something that's real. You'll find your people that way. You could have your friends help you out with this, or a particular friend that can maybe help you out with this, getting you onto this path. Hey, you guys follow Savannah's channel. Savannah just made a channel. She just commented. Check her out. So yeah, you guys, oh, look at that. You guys are needing to find your main character energy. You're too shy. You're holding yourself back is what I'm getting. And your soul wants you to know that. Like, stop holding yourself back. Like I said, it's because you're scared to show certain imperfections. But people want to see that. People are gonna want to see the imperfections and the mess ups and all that. So that's what's really gonna help you, is showing that you're not perfect all the time. It's more relatable, if that makes sense. Yeah, you guys are, if you put in the work and stay consistent, because I feel like you guys have trouble staying consistent, you're gonna get your results that you want. But also not paying attention to when things are gonna happen, how things are gonna happen, because that just does you no good. Yeah, and just have fun with it. If you put too much pressure, you suck the fun out of it. You want a career like this because it is fun, but you put so much pressure on yourself that it's not fun anymore. So what's the point? You see what I'm saying? Your soul wants to do it because it's fun, because you can be yourself, because you can be imperfect. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. But you guys do have a special eye, and I feel like you guys are also very intuitive and master manifestors. So once you stop worrying about the when and the how, that's gonna help your manifestations come in quicker. I feel like you guys pretty much, most of you already know who you are. It's just a matter of not hiding it. Putting it out there, showing that main character energy, and not caring what people think about you either. This reading, this is pile 2. You just happen to land on it, which is funny, Savannah, because I feel like it was your pile. But we're done with pile 2 now. We're going to go to pile 3. So, like the video if it resonated. What is the topic that I put? What truths you need to know about yourself? This was requested. So, let's go to pile 3. You can definitely choose more than one pile if you're drawn. to it. Alright. So yeah, check Savannah's channel out, guys. I went to school with her. Went to college. And she just made a channel. So pile 3. What truths do you need to realize about yourself? You guys got the same card as pile 1. So some of you could be drawn to pile 1 too. There is some people that picked all 3 piles from what I'm feeling. We got Aries I Am, which came out in pile 2. So I'm saying some of you in this pile chose all 3 piles. And Chiron Healing. The Chiron in your birth chart, it shows where your wounds are, your greatest wounds in life. If you want to figure out your Chiron, go on Google, type in what's my Chiron, type in your birthday and stuff like that, and it'll tell you what your Chiron is. But a lot of you are meant to be healers of some sort, or something you're gonna do is gonna heal a lot of people. So it couldn't even just come naturally. Like, do you know how funny people, like, they're just being themselves, but like they're healing people through their laughter? It isn't like there's so many different types of healers. It doesn't always have to be like a doctor or a nurse. You know what I'm saying? Or a spiritual person. So many different types of healers. So keep that in mind. And a lot of you could be different, a different type of healer than most people, or you're like not the typical healer, is what I'm getting. Like, you may not be like the typical healer that most people would think of when they think of someone that's a healer. Does that make sense, is what I keep getting? But you are who you are. Let me see what else I'm getting. I feel like I'm getting more from those cards, but I feel like you guys are getting onto this path now. What truths do you need to realize about yourself, about your soul? I kind of feel like what your soul wants you to know is what I'm wanting to say. Yeah, a lot of you have you can heal through your hands. You may have magic hands, or like powers through your hands. You guys don't believe in your own power fully for this pile. Those of you that happen to come in here during pile 3, or you pick pile 3, this is you not fully recognizing your power. Just how powerful you are. You're way more powerful than you give yourself credit for, and I feel like at some point someone could have tried to take your power from you or make you feel powerless. Could have been through some type of abuse, sexual abuse. It could have been through like a parent trying to take a power away from you, a partner, anyone. It could be a number of people or things that made you feel powerless at some point. But that's why you got to dive into this Chiron, because it's going to help you realize how you're going to heal other people. Let's see. And also, like, something you need to realize about yourself is you let other people bother you too much. Get under your skin, get in your head too much. And that's how people could have power over you too, or make you feel powerless too. People can't bother you unless you let them. But I feel like you're kind of sensitive. There's nothing wrong with being sensitive, but you can't let certain things bother you. To work on becoming more unbothered, of what people say or think or do. And I feel like this is a test you're going through right now. So you could have people literally trying you right now. People could be commenting hate stuff on your content. If you make content, this could be people always picking out negative things about you. Negative quotation. This could be people like talking shit about you, talking shit to you, trying to sell out on you, spreading rumors. And this is all a test to see, are you going to take your power back? Are you going to let these people keep bothering you? I feel like a lot of you have the most fun when you're by yourself. And if you don't feel like this resonates right now, this is how it used to be a while ago. Maybe something happened and you lost that. But you either now or you used to have the most fun with yourself, by yourself. You don't need anyone. A lot of you could honestly be on a solo mission, where you might want to have a business partner, or you might want to have like someone to do something with, but you just might be called to be alone during this moment in time. And some of you are in relationships wanting to do something with your partner, but it's like you guys just may have different paths. Doesn't mean you have to split up, but it means you have to do whatever you're doing by yourself. And if you're single, you might need to be single right now until you fully get on your path more. Okay, let's see. What truths do you need to realize about yourself? I feel like when you fail, like you're way too hard on yourself and you beat yourself up. And I feel like you need to change your perspective of failure. And I feel like you think there's only one way to success or to a goal, and that's not true. You need to broaden your horizon. You need to open your mind more. For example, I always tell people this. I really wanted to make it off YouTube doing my tarot videos. And everyone kept telling me, get on TikTok, get on TikTok. And I'm like, why does people keep telling me this? It's annoying. But then eventually I'm like, maybe it's a sign that, God's using people to speak to me. So I finally got it, and I blew up on there way quicker than I did on here, even though here was my main goal. You can hit your goal without hitting it the way you thought you would. That's just an example. You know what I'm saying? And I still like YouTube better than TikTok. It's more personal. But me getting a lot of followers on TikTok helped me get business and clientele, and even brought followers over here. Some of you found me on TikTok. What truths you need to realize about yourself? You gotta just take the risk sometimes. Like, you're not gonna start off knowing exactly what you're doing. Like, you gotta just kind of get the experience from doing it. I also feel like there's like a lack of something. Like, you may not feel all the way worthy of, or like deserving of something. Like, you might have a limiting belief in your mind that you have to work hard to achieve something, which isn't all the way true, because in manifestation, it's not a yes, you do have to put in the work, but you don't have to work hard. You don't have to overwork. You just have to align yourself to that frequency. So needing to get out limiting beliefs or old belief systems that don't serve you. It's like people could have told you that growing up, right? You need to work hard. It's not true. I feel like that's something like the government and society wants you to think, to keep people kind of stuck and trapped. This could be my pile where you guys are the overthinkers too. And I feel like you need to do things to silence out your mind, such as journaling and meditation and things like that, to silence your mind. There's going to be a lot of people watching you. The Six of Wands usually means fame or recognition. And I've been doing a lot of research on that lately. They say 10th house placements is where you can find fame in your birth chart. But I was looking up celebrities' birth charts, and that's not always the case. A lot of times, yeah, Beyonce, like, she definitely has a lot of 10th house placements. She's made for that. But I looked at Mac Miller's. He only had one 10th house placement. Only one. And usually they say for worldwide fame, you need at least 3 10th house placements. So it's not always the case. But you also want to check the 11th house, networking. You also want to check any Leo placements. So it doesn't always have to be just 10th house, is what I've been realizing through astrology. But yeah, some of you may be meant for some type of fame. It doesn't have to be big fame. And it doesn't even have to be personally you. Maybe you could be famous for a product, for some of you. But you can't let people bother you and have fame. So that's why you got to work through these mental stuff and this spiritual stuff before that comes. It's a lot of mental stuff and helping you align. Like, you have to match. You have to match that energy. Do you think celebrities were caring, you know, of what people thought about them on their road to fame? Maybe at first, but they had to come out of that. Let's see. I'm only going to pull 3 more. Truths about yourself. Yeah, you need to do this alone. You can have people guide you, but like, this is a solo mission. Don't try to bring a friend with you. Like, oh, we're gonna hit this goal together. Dude, this is a solo mission. You're not supposed to be bringing anyone with you. If you try to bring anyone with you, that's gonna slow you down, is what I'm getting. Look, I feel like this is you doing this alone. Practice makes perfect. That's another thing here too. But yeah, you just gotta realize your power. You don't need anyone to help you get there. Just you and your spirit team or God or whatever. Aw, Simba. How is Simba? Simba was such a loving cat. Always, it's like clingy, a clingy cat. So yeah, just needing, some of you may need to call your power back from people. You could have gave your power away because some of you were bullied at one point or ganged up on. And so you gave your power away by letting them bother you too much. That's what I keep getting. Let people bother you too much or get under your skin or control your mind. Once you fix this problem and get rid of that, it's going to align you more to where you're going. You got to have tough skin. But I feel like you guys make it appear like you do, but like you're actually sensitive. So I don't know. That's just what I keep getting. So he's such a good boy. He loves snuggles, and yes, he's super clingy. He's on my lap, right? So is my dog right now. It's funny. So you guys are healers in some way. But the goal, remember this, if you do happen to get famous, the goal is not fame. The goal is to heal people, as many people as you can. So change your mindset to that too. Your soul didn't come here to be famous. That just might come with it. Does that make sense? feel like I want to pull just one from the box. What does your soul want you to know? There's some truths about yourself. Stay away from people from the past. Don't let any exes back in. They're going to mess with your energy. They're going to mess with your confidence. They're going to mess with your level up. No ex-friends coming back. No ex-lovers coming back. Don't let them. Doesn't matter how much you love them or you think they changed. It's not going to help you with where you're going. Okay? You guys need to be solo right now. Look, independent. It's a solo mission right now. So I hope this helped you guys. Y'all let me know. This might be my power of people that may end up famous, but the goal is not to be famous. Keep that in mind. Okay? Yes, I hope this helped you. This was super fun. Some of you might make it at 27 or 29. And some people it might be later on in life. 37, 47. You know, everyone has their time. You gotta believe in divine timing. Okay? So, I love you guys. See y'all later. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget, follow Savannah's channel that's commenting. So the Savannah family, check her out. Bye.